Veni Creator Spiritus, manifestor visita, imple super la gratia, que tu creasti pectora.
Hi everybody, friends. Blessed Feast of Pentecost. When I was a little boy, like every little child, I wanted to bike. I wanted to learn how to bike. And so my parents took me to one of the streets or one of the sidewalks next to our house, and they wanted to teach me how to bike. But the fear of falling on the asphalt was so great, or on the cement, was so great that I just couldn't learn how to bike. And so many other of my friends bike way before I started. But then one time we were visiting my family out of town, and they had a huge garden with a lot of grassy area. And my aunt suggested that I get on the bike and learn how to bike on the grass, because if I fall down, well, guess what? Nothing would happen to me. And that freedom of falling down, of trying something new, was actually so freeing to me that in about 10 minutes, right, I've learned how to bike. And my life, at least at that moment, was pretty transformed, and it seemed to be pretty cool. That moment of transformation was the moment when I allowed myself to try something new, to make a next step, and to be free enough. I wasn't captured by fear anymore. I was truly free. That's what the Holy Spirit does to us. It frees us from thinking that some things are simply impossible for us, right? Sometimes we get stuck in our spiritual lives, in our emotional lives, in our professional lives, and we think that there's no next step because we only rely on our own energy and on our own wisdom and on our own perseverance, and we forget that we are guided by the Spirit of God. We forget that the Spirit of God is there to help us. The same Holy Spirit that Jesus received is the same Holy Spirit that you and I received on the day of our baptism, and each time we celebrate Pentecost, we again receive the fullness of that Spirit. We are reaffirmed in those gifts. And so the Holy Spirit is there to guide us, to lead us, to help us, to help us to try new things and make next steps in many different areas of our lives. And that is my invitation to you, that as a parish and as individuals, we'll see this Feast of Pentecost as an invitation to recognize that God constantly calls us to something new, that God invites us to try something new in our spiritual lives. So in making the next step, we can build on our rich tradition, but at the same time, recognize new ways in which we can serve God by serving one another. God bless you, everybody.
Donum Dei alti